Hey guys, Chef Nay here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a vegan thing where we're healing from the inside out. So today I'm excited. I love Mexican food. And I'm making like a lasagna, enchilada lasagna, casserole type Mexican dish. And so yeah, so what you're gonna need is an onion or two, depending on how much onions you like. I'm gonna use an onion. This is all I have on hand. Normally I will use two. I'm going to use some cornstarch as my thickening agent. Some fresh tomatoes, some whole oregano. Yes. Some paprika, ground cumin, onion powder, chili powder, adobo, and these right here, these Goya packets. Oh my goodness, they just make everything taste so good. Ugh. And taco seasoning. And guys, all these spices and herbs and seasonings, I'm going to make my own taco seasoning as well. So yes, I always make my own to mix in with the packet. Also, tomato paste, crushed tomatoes, or whatever type of tomatoes you want to place in here. You can use fresh tomatoes and like cut them up and blend them up and everything. Minced garlic. I may use a little vegetable broth. And tropical flour. Now I have all these things out. Also, I have my Smart Balance. It's a vegan butter. So this is a vegan dish, you guys. And I have all these things out. I'm just playing with this. I'm going to see what I'm going to put in here. And I might not even put everything in here, you guys. But this is what I have out. And I have a casserole dish as well. A glass dish. This size glass dish. I may get my bigger one out. I don't know yet. Again, I'm just playing with this, you guys. I'm just going to see what happens here. So let's get started. So I washed my hands. I'm going to cut my onion here. Cut it down the middle like that. And I'm just using a plate today. Normally I have my big cutting board out, but I just have this onion to cut, so I didn't bother pulling it out. And I'm excited, you guys, because again, I love Mexican food. And I may make some turmeric rice on the side. Some turmeric garlic rice on the side to go along with this dish. And maybe some refried beans, homemade refried black beans. I don't know yet. I may add it in my lasagna. I don't know yet. Again, I'm just playing with this, and let's see. So I'm just going to cut my onion here like so, like this, and then slice the squares like that. And you can make your squares or your onion, you can dice it as big or as small as you like. It's up to you. Okay, I have my onions chopped up. And now I'm going to put them in my hot pan that I had getting hot. Okay, to my hot skillet here, I'm going to add some of my vegan butter. To my skillet here, that's about 3 tablespoons. put it in my pan and let it go ahead and melt. I'm going to add my onions. And this is a whole white onion. You can put whatever onion you want in here. It can be red, it can be sweet, it can be yellow. Whatever you want to put in your pan, you can put it in there. Make it your own. Also, guys, I'm going to add a little extra virgin coconut oil in my pan as well with the vegan butter. I'm going to just take a little, about 2 tablespoons, and put it in there with your onions and let that marry together and get all happy. Okay, you guys, I got my pan on nice and low. I got a clear bowl here that I'm going to make my taco seasoning. So I'm going to take, this is 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of paprika. Let me get this open here. This is new. I used my other one up, my smaller one. I used it up, so just get that off of there like that. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons in here of paprika. And paprika's not hot. It's just a smoky flavor. It's not like cayenne. And I got some onion powder here. I'm going to put in here. Got my onion powder. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of this in there as well. Got some oregano, some dried oregano that I'm going to put in here as well. And I'm going to put 3 hefty teaspoons of oregano. 3 hefty teaspoons of oregano. And I have my adobo. Now, be careful with this adobo seasoning. It's really, really salty. So you just want to be careful with this. I'm going to just use 1 teaspoon of this adobo. Just 1 teaspoon. And I have my ground cumin here. I'm going to put, cumin can get kind of sweet as you cook it. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of cumin in there. Because that can get kind of sweet and overpowering. And also, oh, it smells so good. Chili powder. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Because what is Mexican dish without chili powder? I'm also going to add cornstarch to here. About 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. And also tapioca flour. I'm going to put a heaping teaspoon. 1 heaping teaspoon of tapioca flour. And there you have it. That is my taco seasoning. Homemade taco blend. Sometimes I switch it up a little bit. I'm going to put this in there with it. The packet that you buy from the store. I got this from Family Dollar one day. I was up there and grabbed this. So put the whole packet in there. And guys, for my meat, I'm going to use some veggie protein. It's called ground veggie. Or you can take about 2 pounds of mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, because they're meaty. And you can go ahead and dice those up real fine. Or put them in your food processor until they're the consistency of ground beef. Until they look like ground beef. So I'm going to use veggie protein for my ground beef substitute. Because again, this is a vegan dish. So I got that mixed up, and I'm going to take these packets here, and I'm going to use 2. These not salty or anything like that. They just have a natural flavoring to them. They're really, really good packets to put in almost anything that you're making. Any dish that you cook, you can add these in there, and it will make the flavor really, really good. So I'm just going to mix this together without spilling it everywhere. And I'm going to prepare it to take it over to my pan and put it in there with my onions. Now you can add red peppers, red sweet pepper, yellow sweet pepper, orange sweet pepper, green bell pepper. You can add whatever you like, but I'm going to just add the onion today. Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry, you guys. You're going to need some medium to large soft taco shells. I got these from Sam's Club. They came in a really big bulky thing, and they are really soft. And yeah, so you're going to need these, of course, for your lasagna or casserole, whatever you want to call it. You will need these as well. Okay, you guys, my onion's been cooking while I was preparing my taco seasoning and everything that's going to go in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my homemade blend here along with the taco seasoning packet. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. And I'm not going to put it all at once. I'm just going to put maybe half of it in there at first. I'm going to add some minced garlic. You can put as much as minced garlic as you like to your own taste, whatever you like. Got my garlic in there. Going to give this a stir. Oh, you guys, it smells so good here. It smells like tacos. Yay! I'm excited. So I gave that a stir. I'm going to add my tomato paste in here. And I'm not going to put this whole can. I'm just going to put half of it. And this is like, you guys, I'm like making an enchilada sauce to go inside of the casserole. But these like, you know, enchilada casserole. Whatever you want to call it. Give this a stir. Let these get all married together. Guys, this stuff smells so good. The aroma in my kitchen smells so good. So I got that in there. I'm going to put my vegetable broth in here. About a half a cup. About a half a cup of vegetable broth into my pan like that. My can of crushed tomatoes. Put it in there like that. I'm going to let this get all married together. Like this. Now remember, you put the taco flour and the cornstarch in the mixture of the taco seasoning so it can get a little thickened up so it won't be too loose. And I did so like that. And now I'm going to add the rest of my spices and seasonings and everything to my pan. I'm going to stir it together. Oh, smells so good, you guys. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more broth. About another half a cup. So that's a whole cup. Just giving my ground veggie, I'm going to give my ground veggie room enough to marry these flavors. Turned it down just a notch, so it's between medium, low, and medium. Now, this is my ground veggie. It normally come in like a box on top of this plastic wrap, but we took them out of the boxes so that we have room in our freezer when we go to the grocery store and put everything away. Oh, yes. And these just come out and they just crumble just like that. And they look like ground beef, but it's veggie protein. That's all it is veggie protein. So I did that. And this is 1 pound. One of these equal 1 pound. So you're going to need 2 pounds. So I have 2 pounds of ground veggie going in there. And I got that in there. And they're getting personal, getting to know each other. Everything in this pan is just getting personal here. And I think, you know what? I'm going to add, I might add more liquid. Matter of fact, I know I'm going to add more liquid. I'm going to let this simmer down a little to cook that tomato sauce off. So you can just eyeball this, and you can add as much liquid as you want or as less as you want. Me, I'm going to let this cook down a little bit, about 10-15 minutes before I assemble my lasagna casserole to put in the oven. So you guys, I'm going to pop my lid on here and let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes before I assemble my lasagna casserole. And it's between medium, low, and low. Okay, now my ground veggie and my sauce, enchilada sauce, been simmering for about 15 minutes. I have my oven preheated to 375. And I'm going to take this is cashew cream cheese. And I'm going to put this right into my mixture here. Yeah, I'm going to use the whole thing. Just put it right on in there. Normally, I get this from Kroger's. And it comes with a box around it. Again, I just took it out the packet so it can have room in the refrigerator. But it comes with a box around it. It's cashew cream cheese. It's made out of cashews. There's no dairy in here, no animal products. This is all vegan, not vegetarian. And when I say that, vegetarian has animal products in it. They use like shredded cheese. They use certain products. And they eat like fish and maybe chicken. They just don't eat certain meats. So this is a vegan dish. There is no meat products in here. So I'm stirring this and turned it up just a little bit to melt the cream cheese, the cashew cream cheese here. And this can kind of act as ricotta as well, as a ricotta cheese, but it is dairy free. So I'm just stirring this in here so it can all melt and marry together. Just like that. Kind of pressing it and letting it melt on down. I'm getting it all over. So marry it together with the flavors. This smells so good, you guys. I'm excited for you to try this recipe. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, let me know what you think about this recipe. And let me know what I can make next. And I would go ahead and post and get to your comments in a timely manner. So I have this married together. Okay, you guys, so I have my ground veggie mixture over here. I also have some Daya style shredded cheese. It is not dairy. It is vegan. It has no animal or meat products in it. I'm going to mix these together. I have the mozzarella style and the cheddar style. And I'm going to mix them together in a bowl here. My glass bowl I have right here. I'm going to mix it so that I can layer my enchilada lasagna, my taco lasagna, or whatever you want to call this baby. So put about a cup of each in there. About a cup of the cheddar style and a cup of the mozzarella style into your bowl to mix together. And put the rest off to the side. Also off camera, I did take my little cherry tomatoes and I diced them in like quarters or halves, depending on the size they were. And I cut the remaining of my green onions up and mixed them together on a plate right there. So I got my cheese and I'm mixing it. All right. So I'm going to take my tortilla shell and I'm going to place it inside of my casserole dish like that. And these are big, so these kind of go ahead and, yes, I like it. Oh, yes. Layer it like that where it come up the side just a little bit. Just a little bit like that. And then I'm going to take another one here and do another one like that up the side. And make sure it's up both sides like that and like that. And then I'm going to take like a half of one and kind of tear it down. And I'm going to maybe put it like that or put it in here some type of way where it can cover up this side as well. Like that. And there you have it. And I'm going to start creating my layers. So first I'm going to put my ground veggie layer in here that we made on the stove and let it simmer. We'll put that in there. I have the cashew cream cheese in here. Some nice flavors in here. Homemade taco seasoning. Packet taco seasoning. Oh, it's just going to be so good. I got a good feeling about this dish, you guys. And this is actually my first time making it like this. I normally will make it a different way. So today is my first time trying it this style, this way. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know what you think. Like that. All right. Get it nice and evenly coated in there. A nice amount in there. And I'm going to take my shredded Daya. And I'm going to go ahead and get it in here. And you guys, I'm going to go ahead and dice up some avocado for maybe make some guacamole for on top when it come out and be finished. And some other taco seasonings or sauces or whatever you like to add on top when it's finished. I have some vegan style sour cream that you can add on here on in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to get some and add some in here. Okay, let's add another layer. Oh, yes. And you can add your green onions and put some of this on here. It's really for the top of it. But I think I'm going to add some on in here before I put it in the oven. Go ahead and add some here into my dish. And the rest could be freshly put on top. Okay, again, I'm going to do my other layer. Like that. Oh, yes. Like that. And again, I'm going to take another one. And I'm going to get this baby as close to half as possible. Oh, these are so soft. I'm going to place it in my pan like that. And then this one over here like that, coming up. The green onion there, you guys. And then I'm going to take some veggies. And I'm going to let me get my other spoon here. Okay, got me a spoon here, another spoon, and I'm going to put that in there like that. About 3 dollops of the veggies, and I'm going to spread it. Go ahead and spread it out as evenly as you can. Make sure you get it nice and evenly coated everywhere. And this is going to be so good, you guys. So I'm just spreading this out, getting this evenly coated. Like that. And I'm going to put some more of my ground veggie mixture in here. Right on top. Like that. Get it in there. Like that. Oh, this is going to be so good, you guys. I'm excited for you guys to try this recipe and let me know what you think. How'd you like it? I'm making a mess here. Got that going off in there. Like that. Get it to spread around. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and put the rest in here. Like that. Go ahead and get it in there. You guys, this smells so good. So I emptied that in there. I'm going to go ahead and spread it. Spread it, spread it, spread it, spread it, spread it. Spread it out as much as possible. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Ah, yes. Yes. Like that. And kind of tuck the sides a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, you can leave them, whatever you want to do with them. Throw it in there. Like that. Get some of the sides down so it won't be crispy. Have a nice good texture. And you can take like Fritos and crush them up in here. I didn't have any. Normally I would put some Fritos or something in here. Or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my tomato mixture with the green onion on top. Oh, it smells so good and fresh in here. I am excited. I cannot wait for this to come out the oven. So I did that like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put more shredded Daya on here. I'm going to use the rest of my pack here. I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of this because I have plenty of them in the refrigerator and I just like stuff cheesy. You can also use the cheddar cheese recipe I showed you guys with the potatoes and the carrots to make a cheese sauce. And you can also add that in here as well and cook that and get that going and douse that on top with some shredded Daya as well to add on there. I just like my stuff cheesy. So, you know, just make it your own. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it with your dish. But I'm going to get all this in here. All of it, all of it, all of it. Like that. I'm going to get this baby in the oven. I'm going to cook this. Maybe into the cheese melt. So just cook it until everything is all happy and melty and together. Okay, you guys, here is the finished product. I put a pan underneath there so it won't broil over in the oven and get all messy. I have jalapenos. You can put jalapenos on top. I have my better than sour cream tofutti, and I got that from Kroger's. I have my Conte sauce, the green can, the salsa verde, and the red kind. So there you have it. You can cut avocado on top. You can make some guacamole. You can put more green onions on top. You can make it however you want. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take some lime juice here. And I'm going to like just give it a little dab. And take my dill. You could take parsley or whatever you have on hand. And I'm going to put some in my hand here. And I'm going to go ahead and put some parsley on top like that. And there you have it. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy.